Hello, men. Today I want to discuss the importance of navigating your fatherhood as it pertains to self-care. Hi, my name is Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. And I aim with this channel to give you the best supporting information that I possibly can, because I want you to thrive. I want you to feel successful. I want you to feel like you can have it all. All right, with no further ado, let's get into this. This is something that I have struggled with as a dad. I mean, even as a single dad, with the self-care aspect, because I thought it would be easy. I thought it would be easy just as a single dad before I recoupled with my current wife. And that's no further from the truth. If you really don't know how to conceive of doing that, and you're newer to it with a child, what does all that mean? Here's what it means. The time that you do get when you don't have your child, your daughter, your son, when they're at your former spouse's place, what do? You're working, or you're getting up early to go to work. You are, for lack of better terms, sometimes you're sleeping in. Sometimes you're like the crow, just flying by night. You're on night shift. You can't afford to do any of that stuff because you're not getting enough hours sleep. And maybe you're emotionally just freaking burned out. I mean, that was me. So you're not eating right either. So how do you even begin to conceive of where to start with this? You just got to start somewhere. That's what I did. I just decided that I was done feeling like crap. I was done feeling like I didn't have enough energy and enough time, and I just had to start creating time. So I started testing things like, I'm going to go to bed early tonight, and I'm going to stop eating before bedtime, and see what that does. And what I did notice is that I slept much better into the evening because I was going to bed earlier. Plus, I wasn't doom scrolling at night. Plus, I wasn't waking up feeling like my body was still chewing food, or it was trying to negotiate how to digest something. And I was awake, aroused by that somehow in bed. By aroused, I mean up, not the other thing. So you just have to start somewhere. You just have to just try and put something like that together as it makes sense to you. And then when you start to see that is successful, you start to see that as evidence. Here's why I believe something like that is self-care, because it takes that extra little bit of whatever that is, like that, to make it work, to make it really successful. What does that mean? Well, you start to afford yourself some energy for both work, and I started to realize that I was waking up a more decent time in the morning when I started to going to bed early, when I started to not eat before bed and doom scroll. And then I started to feel like I could have some energy after work, and I would fit in a workout. And when I fit in the workout, I started to feel better in my body, and I started to have more energy in my body, so that I could go about the day. And I wasn't working night shift when I was single like that. It was something else. It was on the off days I would be using that time that I didn't have my daughter to catch up on to get grocery shopping all topped up, to get cleaning all topped up, organized, laundry. You know it. You know what I'm talking about. But here's the most crucial part that I want you to take away from this, my man. Your kids rely so much on you to be all in and engaged. But even more so, they're watching, they're seeing, they're modeling. You are their mentor, you are their leader. And if you're not feeling your best, majority of the time, they see that, but they also see that as normal. So when you think about modeling, as they get older, they see that you've done this majority of your life, and they see that as a normal that they can carry out in their life. And that's not something that you want, is it? That's not something you want for them. That's not the legacy that you want to pass down. That is passing along baggage, my man. That is passing along baggage emotionally and physically from the sense of, this is what you should expect life to be. Drudgery, grinding, ungrounded, always hungry for food. And then the ever-consuming bit of, oh, I need another coffee. Come on, how many of you do that? How many of you do that? I don't do that anymore. I can safely say that I don't do that anymore. I want you to think about all that. Your son, your daughter, your kids depend on you. So your self-care right now is of the utmost importance. It was for me, because when I started to take care of myself when my daughter wasn't around, it gave me more energy. It gave me more energy to feel like I could feel engaged and I could get into just playing and just being with my daughter. And that ended up being my goal, was if I could have that time, that energy, and I could invest that into her, then what I was showing her was that I was more receptive, more loving. I was showing her that this is the normal that you should expect from daddy. And that, yeah, we have our woes when it comes to feeling tired, when it comes to feeling burned out. And yes, we want our kids to see those moments, but they got to see the recovery too. They got to see you as the best man. Yes, I wasn't feeling the best that year, those 2 years of my life, but this is what I did. I got into the gym. I started eating well. I found Jesse's channel. I started listening to podcasts. I really got a handle on what was going on with my body and my gut. And your gut, absolutely necessary right now to nourish it, especially during the winter months. And I don't want you slacking thinking about that either. Mindset is everything. That means that you've got to take care of it. You've got to take the things that aren't working for your gut out of there. There is a thriving microbiome in your gut right now. There should be. The average person, 20 to 25,000 different breeds, different species of gut flora. And what do? They help your body metabolize, digest, see life, feel life. They help you feel, because what they do is they inoculate your body, your mind. When they get the fuel they need and the nutrients, the food you get, they go, hey, we got this, we got vitamin D, we got magnesium, we got selenium, we got zinc, we got the iron we need. Now we can start firing those hormones that have been turned off for a while. And then you get that zip, zip, zip. I feel great today. I feel wonderful today. I feel tremendous. I feel like a valiant man. And guess what you've done? You inoculated your gut. When you inoculate your gut, you do wonders for this mental health. When people think about mental health, they think there's something wrong with their head. It's not your head. It's your gut. It is all in your gut. Trust your gut. There are things that are happening there that you want. Self-care, my man. Self-care. It is so imperative as a father that you realize how important self-care is, because this legacy that you are living right now is one that you're going to pass on to your kids. And And I want you to ask yourself, is this the legacy that you want to pass on to your kids? Is this it? As I slip on snow, ice. Is this the one that you want to pass on to your kids? Or do you want something completely different and you want something better for them? You better want it for you too. Okay? All right. The big takeaways here. Self-care, microbiome and gut. Mental health isn't in the head, it's in the gut. Trust your gut. What else? Making time. Stop eating before bed. Making time for yourself. You are also going to bed earlier. In the morning, you're going to create a ritual for yourself. That's new to me. Yes, create a ritual for yourself. Brush your teeth with the opposite hand. You're non-dominant. Say I love you 10 times. All right? Create a ritual for yourself. That is self-care as well. Now, if all these things resonate with you and this was a powerful one for you, I'm happy. And if you're ready to get started, I am too. I'm ready to get started. I want to help you. If this resonated with you, I want you to go to thevaliantlifestyle.com. And I want you to finally book this 30-minute discovery call that you've been meaning to do and you've just been putting off. Now's the time. Don't wait. Do it now. Let's do this. Thanks for watching.